Oh, here we go. Right. What's up, guys? How's it going? So, really quick, before I get anything started, I gotta go finish making my coffee really quick. It'll be like 10 seconds. Be right back. Hold on. Okay. All right, we're here. Oh, damn it, I need water on. All right, now we're 100% here. Sorry for that, guys. How we doing? We don't got too many people in yet, but screw it. Whoever's here, let me know. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Most importantly, because I've been having some audio issues, but it's all right. How we doing? Herb T, no cap. I'm fucking with these live streams for real. Yeah, appreciate you, Herb. Thanks for hopping in, man. Because I've seen you've been in a couple streams. Yo, hey Shalot, how's it going, buddy? Channel member, Animations, what's up, man? That's if you guys ever wonder how my thumbnails look so fire, that's him. Animations makes some great fan animations as well for One Punch Man. So check him out. Appreciate you in here. Voice is a little low. Okay, yeah, hold on, I got you. 1 minute. Voice is a little low. Let's see. Let's see if I can fix up this audio real quick. Voice is a little low. Why is that? Why is that? But how we doing, man? What'd you guys think of the last One Punch Man chapter? What'd you think of it? Let me know. It was a doozy for sure. Definitely a doozy. Like when you guys say low, you mean the volume's low, right? Yo, what's up, Lord Agent? Dark Slasher, Mamada Dada, bro. Yeah. I mean, some people say that. Yeah, Saitama versus Flashy Flash seems like a more rushed fight this time around, but it was still pretty good. But yeah, you guys mean like my volume's low, right? That's what you're trying to say, not like my actual voice tone, because that's happened before. Like my voice tone sounds like super low for some reason sometimes. Input. Start test. No, stop it. I'm not doing that now. Okay, how about now? How does it sound now? Let me know how the sound sounds now. The chapter was insane, man, and blast at the end. I really didn't expect that. Yeah. No, Animations for real, man. This is a crazy chat. We're gonna talk about it though, because somebody in my Yeah, the Hisatsu, the internet is fixed, man. The internet is fixed. They had it fixed this morning. The hotspot, the phone hotspot was not cutting it. Not by a long shot. Well, sounds good. All right, cool. I'm making a sketch while watching live stream. Always entertaining to watch. Hey, appreciate you, man. Yeah, for sure. But the Ninja Village looked pretty futuristic looking. Yeah, it did. So you know what? Like, you guys have comments about the chapter. Let's just get right into it. I already if you guys already saw my chapter review, you already know like my general thoughts on it. But like, besides that, I mean, there's some key things we got to take away from here. Number one is, let's see if I can do this without like getting copyrighted. Number one is this that so we see Blast at the end of this chapter, right? So I mean, really quick, if you guys haven't seen the chapter, haven't read the chapter, like essentially what happens is that Saitama fights Flashy Flash really quickly. It's actually, like somebody pointed in the comments, like a much shorter fight than it was in the webcomic, which I mean, I don't really have too many qualms over. Like, sure, they could have extended it a little bit, but like really, what was the difference? Like 1 or 2 pages or something? Like, it's not a huge difference. Considering what they did with those extra pages, I definitely don't mind, right? So like they have their fight. Saitama throws his death punch right here, and Genos interrupts. They go fight some monsters. They go fight where is it? They go fight these guys, the internet surfers. They pretty much got trolled into transforming into monsters. That's what happened to them, which is kind of sad, but also kind of like, well, come on, guy, just get off the internet, right? But yeah, that happened, and then surprisingly, Hellfire and Gale Wind show up. Sonic shows up, Speed of Sound Sonic. They have a quick little showdown, and we get this crazy flashback. I don't know if I have the image of it or not. I don't. Well, here, let's check the actual chapter right here. Don't want to show too many pages. Let's see. Right here. Okay. So we get this like quick little flashback with Flashy Flash and Sonic here, and they're apparently in this like restricted area of the Ninja Village, and as someone pointed out, as a couple people have pointed out, it's like super high tech for no reason. Like, I mean, not for no reason, but like it's unexpectedly high tech, because you would think with like a Ninja Village it'd be like on some Naruto shit. Like, it's just like wood and everything. There's like no technology for the most part, or at least early Naruto. I know now they have like, I don't know, I don't follow it too much, but what the crazier part of this whole flashback is this, because Flashy Flash gets a memory of this incubation chamber that seems to be holding a God Cube. And that's super, super interesting, because in the webcomic, it's like, I don't know if it's ever directly pointed out that there's a God Cube at the Ninja Village, but here it's like pretty much confirming it. There's like there was a bunch of signs in the webcomic that made it, I don't know, somewhat obvious that there was a God Cube there, or like it has something to do with God in some capacity. But this is like straight up telling us that, yeah, there was a cube there, and now Flashy Flash remembers that there was. Which is super interesting, right? So, for those of you that have read the webcomic, you already know where the story's going. But for now, let's just all assume that things are going to go differently in the manga as they did in the webcomic, like it has been, like, in different situations throughout the manga. And that's super exciting. And that's not even the most exciting thing of this chapter, because getting to what I really want to talk about in this chapter, here, let's pull this back up. Is there really no picture of Blast? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to pull it up on the chapter 2 here. So at the very end of this chapter, we see that, boom, like it's actually really funny the way it happens. Like the way they catch Minako, the way they like do all this, like it literally happens within like 2 pages, which is kind of crazy. But like, Flashy Flash thinks it's gonna be super hard to meet Blast because the dude can literally jump through dimensions. But no, he's like right here. And you think like, all right, they're gonna talk with him about like the Monster Association stuff. The big question from a lot of people is like, does Blast remember everything that happened in the alternate timeline? I'm one of those people that thinks that there's reason to believe that he does. It's not confirmed, of course, quite yet, but like I don't know. I think that he will remember something because he's like a multi-dimensional being or someone that can manipulate dimensions or whatever, or travel between dimensions. But even assuming that he doesn't remember anything about Saitama. He doesn't remember how strong he is. None of that. I think there's still a really, really interesting purpose for Blast being in the story right here where he is. And it actually got brought up by somebody in my Discord server. I'm gonna see if I can find his message right now, so I can give him a shout out. Yeah, his name's Ryan S. And he brought it up in the chat in the Discord server this morning, and I thought it was a really, really interesting point. He was pretty much saying, well, here I'll just read verbatim what he said. So we know what might happen next if you're a webcomic reader. I don't want to spoil it if anyone doesn't know, but I think that Blast might not be here to talk much about God. Instead, maybe to talk about his friend's location because he might not be capable of taking him on because of the scar. IDK, if y'all thought about that, but I totally forgot for a second about the Ninja Leader. I still think we'll get dialogue about God, but Blast might allude to talking about the Ninja Leader, his old friend. Okay, so you guys get the point. For those of you that are readers of the webcomic, you know that, I'm not going to try to get into too much like webcomic spoiler stuff because like, some of you here have only read the manga, right? So essentially the whole thought process here is that like, as we saw here, let me show you guys. I actually have a clip of this or panel of this. As we saw in I forgot what chapter of the manga it was when we got that flashback where Blast met God for the first time 20 years ago. It shows that before that he had like a close friend that was one of his collaborators, right? And we only get to see the back of this guy. So there's like, and we don't see him again. And also, people think that maybe like Blast's sunglasses are from this guy. It was like a memento from him before he maybe like died or something happened. Your guess is as good as mine. This guy's not even in the webcomic as far as we know yet. So literally, even webcomic readers don't know what's up with this guy. But the theory is that maybe he's somebody that accepted God's power when God first showed up and made him fight Blast and gave him that scar on his face because the dude wields blades. You know what I mean? It would make sense that he gets like a cut going along his face. That doesn't seem like something that God would do, right? So the theory is that one of his best friends, collaborators, whatever, for finding the God cubes, turned evil for some reason. Here, let me turn this light down. Yeah, he turned evil for some reason, and now he's like a God disciple, and maybe he's like at the ninja village or something. You know what I mean? Like he's a ninja. He looks like a ninja, so maybe he's the leader of the ninja village, and he has and that's why there's a God cube there. Maybe he was hiding it from Blast this whole time and decided to accept its power finally, or something. That's the whole theory. And it's really interesting because that would make sense why Blast is in the end of this, at the end of this chapter, and why he's going to be in next chapter, because he might have something to do with this guy, maybe accepting God's power, and might go with him to the ninja village, or to retrieve the cube if it's still there, or tell him about the his former friend that has become evil and is likely super, super powerful because he was, might have potentially dealt some pretty serious damage to Blast, right? So that's super exciting. That there's that possibility, and I got to give that guy the shout out because I didn't make that connection when I first read the chapter. Like, is this Blast like kind of coming in to brief them on this potentially next like super powerful being, right? Like the next big bad of this like little arc, I guess. But what do you guys think? I've been talking plenty, so but let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me read some of these comments before I continue. Blast at the end. I'm making a. Oh, okay. The Ninja Village looked pretty futuristic looking. Yeah, it did. As I was letting you know, Jonathan Simba. Yeah, it was weirdly high tech. So there's definitely some God shenanigans going on with with how high tech it is, right? The cube, maybe Shadow Ring is from the actual Ninja Village. Remember her? Yeah, I remember Shadow Ring. I think Flashy Flash mentioned when he first met her actually that like it's interesting that he met like a female ninja because from his village is like all males, so it's likely that she's not from that village, but she's from somewhere, right? She's from somewhere that makes people into ninjas or whatever. But I think the Hellfire or Gale Wind should have been on the chapter cover. Tatsumaki seems to have no connection, no context with the chapter. Yeah, I mean, Aishala, that's how it is with like pretty much every manga cover. I mean, chapter cover for One Punch Man, right? It's either Fubuki or Tatsumaki or Mosquito Girl now. You know what I mean? It's waifu bait. That's essentially what the covers are meant for. And then like 10% of them are actually like cool ones. Like, I mean, not a knock on Murata. I mean, he knows what people like, you know. But let's see, what chapter was this? That come on, I'm drawing a blank here. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, manga chapters. Was it this one? Yeah, this one where he's like Saitama's bench pressing black holes and stuff. Like that one's cool. It's fun. It's interesting. You know what I mean? Like, let's get more of these. Let's get more of these going, Murata. You know what I mean? Let's petition for that. But yeah, let's continue with these comments. Flashy Flash and Sonic gained their superhuman abilities from the God Cube. Wasn't the ninja? No, they did not. I don't think they did the Eternal Superhero Hater. I just think they did their ninja training. That's pretty much what it was, right? Jonathan Simba, maybe their base is in a form of a cube. Yeah, right. I think it is. Just like the facility where Tatsumaki was held as a kid. Is Sonic stronger than Flashy Flash? I think they are like approaching equals, or like they're almost there. You know what I mean? Dan Manx, this is the first ever time I've seen you, my guy. What's up, Dan? For real. Appreciate you hopping in. Yeah, I just started showing my face, so I mean you're gonna be seeing my face more often, for better or worse, right? Isn't that Young Sitch? Nah, there's no way that's Young Sitch, man. That I mean, you know what? Maybe it is. If it was, that'd be a big surprise to me. But you know what? I'm not even gonna say that is not possible. Your beard style matches with Blast. Hey man, this is by force, not by choice. I can't grow a full beard, so I gotta take what I can get. Between Saitama and Blast when they'll talk. Yeah, I'm excited. Demo games. I'm excited to see what. You know what? I'm like, man, look at this. Like this final panel. It's such a tease, dude. It's such a tease. Why do I keep clicking the wrong thing? Actually, I'm gonna lock this. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do that before. Are you kidding me? I thought I locked this. Video capture. Yeah, there we go. Like, look at this final panel. Like, some shit's about to go down, man. I don't know exactly what, but something's going down. And I'm excited for it. But I mean, what they're gonna talk. I mean, again, like I said, hopefully they remember like their meeting or whatever. But like, I guess now the more I think about it, there's a good chance that they didn't. Blast probably doesn't remember everything that happened in the alternate timeline like everyone else. But I hope he does, man, because Saitama deserves more credit. He really does. And I don't know. That's just maybe that's some hopium, but whatever. A new God fight. Can't wait to see that. Saitama defeating God by breaking the fourth wall would be so cool. I mean, he literally broke the fourth wall in this chapter. Like here, let me see exactly what panel it was. Let's see. I think it's like towards the end, right? I don't know why it's not pulling up. But pretty much like Saitama is like, they're like, oh, you found Monako already? And he's like, yeah, it only took like 3 panels. And it literally did. Oh, here it is. Okay. Like, after Saitama leaves like Sonic, Flashy Flash, and Genos, he texts his best friend King. He's like, hey man, want to play video games? And he's like, I'm looking for this guy. And then King's like, oh, I think I've seen that somewhere. And of course he saw King saw Monako like a few chapters back when he was like going soul searching or something. And then literally, like, as he said, you know, they set a little stupid trap, like those like little cartoon traps, to try to catch Monako, and it works like immediately. And then Flash is like, you found her? And Saitama said in about 3 panels. So I thought that was super funny. So yeah, he's already breaking the fourth wall, you know what I mean? Which is pretty hilarious to me, at least. But yeah. IDK really, if Blast remembers Saitama and Garo's fight, it's going to be more interesting, but the Ninja Village leader is going to be like in the webcomic. Sonic and Flashy team up, etc. Yeah, no, I think so. One thing, again, without getting into too much like webcomic spoiler stuff, I do think that like we're actually going to be getting like, you know, a certain fight that we actually wanted to see that we ended up not seeing in the webcomic. I think that's actually going to come in the manga. Well, at least fingers crossed, right? Because usually they kind of like one touches up those little details and kind of elaborates on certain things a little more. Like he is right now. Like in this arc, in the webcomic, like Blast is in there. Flashy Flash doesn't have this flashback with the God Cube. So I don't know. I mean, it's definitely possible. Let's see. That theory is very possible. Yeah, man, Hisatsu, I agree. I really do. Blast's friend has a sick design though, just from looking at the back. Yeah, he seems like a Deadpool type of guy. Like he's just like super great reflexes, uses the dual blades like no other, you know. Watching you from India, boy. What's up, Cap T? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you watching from India. I don't know what time it is out there, but I hope it's not too late for you or too early. Oh, I see. Flashy is better. Yeah, Pichu's. Oh, what's up, Pichu? Pichu is. I actually never noticed how to pronounce your name, but I appreciate you in here. You're one of my top Discord people. Always active. Always putting some great art up there. Hey, if you guys want to see some great art, hop into my Discord, honestly, because there's some awesome artists there. I'll drop the link to my Discord right here. First, let me drop this link though. This is if anybody wants to become a member. If you join the channel, you know, you'd be greatly supporting me. You also get videos early, like these chapter reviews. My 5 channel members actually got them early. They got them a couple hours before everybody, and I'm already the first guy to bring them up. So you get them even faster. You know what I mean? That's pretty awesome. Also, you get the custom emojis that you can use in the chat here. So now that I have 5 channel members, I can start shouting you guys out in the videos that I make in the future. So look forward to that. But anyways, here, let me drop the link to my Discord as well, so you guys can join if you feel like it. If you don't, then oh, whoops, you know, whatever. But here's the link. Yeah, join the Discord to chat with some cool people. But anyways, let's continue with your questions. Imagine they cut to Suiryu or something in the next chapter just to troll. Honestly, man, Hisatsu, like, dude, that would suck. Like, I'm so. Usually they don't do this. Usually, there's ads. What the hell? I'm gonna skip this ad. Usually one doesn't do this where he like skips to something else or like gives us a full-on tease. Like sometimes, you know, that happens, but like usually he delivers on like what's kind of set up in the previous chapter. So I don't think that's gonna happen, but if it does, I will be a little upset. I'm not gonna lie, or a little bummed, but whatever. You do amazing reviews on One Punch Man. Appreciate you, J-Rock. Thanks for hopping in. Thanks for that compliment too. Can't wait for the next chapter. Yeah, Lupin, me neither, man. Imagine next time we in the Ninja Tatsumaki cover remember the Overwatch collab. Oh my god, yeah. The Overwatch collab was pretty cool. Yo, Blast, is this the new chapter or was this from the Monster Association? Yeah, Floppy, this is from the new chapter. This is actually the cliffhanger that the last chapter left off on, where Blast meets up with Saitama and Flashy Flash again, and we don't know what's going to happen next. Oh, there you go, Aishalat, with the cool emojis. There you go. Yeah, that's what you get as a member. You get those emojis you can drop in the chat. But what do you think the lightning symbol on Blast's right shoulder pad means? I don't know if that's a lightning symbol or if that's just like what one of his like scratches on his armor looks like. I can't remember if in the other times that we've seen Blast if he has the same scratches. Here, let me see if I can find a chapter with Blast in it. Yeah, let's see this chapter. Yeah, see, so I think they're just scratches on his armor because if you see like, let's see if you can see it on the. Let me move it. If oh, you can't see it because of my face. If you let me see if I can find another one. Nah. Well, whatever. In this panel, you can see that it's kind of just a scratch on his armor. So I think that kind of answers your question. But yeah, I don't think that lightning bolt is meant to be like an actual lightning bolt. At least I don't think so. Maybe it is. Lord Agent, you think it is possible Sonic was kidnapped from a real ninja village and Shadow Ring knows him? I mean, I always thought that Shadow Ring would have like some kind of importance in the story because like she got like a weird highlight, you know, like some weird recognition from Flashy Flash. So I'm kind of waiting for Shadow Ring to come back into play here, like especially since we're getting into like ninja stuff. It seems like. So yeah, I don't know. It's worth noting though. It's worth paying attention to, I guess. Jonathan Simba, what are your predictions for the next chapter? Honestly, thinks it's gonna be a bunch of flashbacks. So yeah, I don't assume that there's gonna be a ton of like action in this one, in the next chapter. There is gonna be like some kind of break. I mean, there's gonna be some very very valuable like lore probably because every time Blast shows up, you know that we're gonna something big happens, right? Like one doesn't reintroduce Blast for no reason. But we're probably gonna get into some flashback stuff. We're probably gonna get into like the whole, like maybe the more Ninja Village stuff because if you're a webcomic reader, you know that like Blast kind of ties into that stuff in a way. Here, let me take a sip of coffee. Oh, yeah, that's good. But yeah, no, I really do think that we're not gonna be getting as much action as we did this chapter, which is totally fine, right? Because I mean, we can't be getting action every single chapter. I know the past couple of ones have been pretty, I guess, dead compared to like other great chapters, but this one was really good. I think this next one's going to be necessary with like building up the next arc that's coming because it's going to be a really fun arc. It's going to be a super super fun arc. So, hopefully there's probably going to be a good amount of flashbacks or like explanation of stuff, but maybe we'll get a fight or two. Like, wouldn't it be crazy if we got like a quick little skirmish between Saitama and Blast? Because like I've had some people mention in my comments and in my Discord that like, what if Blast doesn't accept Saitama being in that meeting, like kind of like Atomic Samurai, where he only recognizes S-class heroes or something. What if he does something similar? You know what I mean? And he challenges Saitama really quick or tries sizing him up. Something like that. I don't know. It seems kind of unlikely, but I mean, you never know, right? The lightning symbol looks like damn is not a symbol. Yeah, Floppy. I think it is. Yeah, I don't think. Let's see. I think Psychos had them too. Maybe that be someone posing as Blast from the Neo Heroes. Blast is not looking cool and calm here. He seems like a little anxious. Yeah, I guess you're right, H-Lot, but I guess the reasoning behind why he'd probably be a little anxious in this panel, here, let me bring it back up, why he might look a little anxious in this panel, is because, like, I mean, I don't know if he more so looks concerned or bothered, right? I think the reason for that is because, you know what I mean, like, he is maybe about to dish out some information about this whole Ninja Village stuff, like the fact that there's a cube there, or like maybe bring up some more stuff on his friend, because again, that guy seemed like a ninja, so this would be a perfect time to bring him up. Maybe he's from the Ninja Village. Not entirely sure, but yeah, that is a good observation. It is worth noting that like Blast does look more worried than you think he would be, but I don't think he's an imposter or anything. I really do think it's Blast. I believe the scratches is a result from the fight with his buddy. Yeah, I think so too. Hisatsu. Is Saitama breaking the fourth wall? Yeah, Pasindu. He did break the fourth wall. I was just talking about that a second ago, which I thought was super funny. Because he did it in a really funny way right here. When he says, you found her, and he's like, yeah, in about 3 panels. Because he literally did find Minako in 3 panels. That shit was pretty funny. Got me, honestly, this was a low-key funny chapter, because just to kind of get off of the theory stuff for a second, like, what was it? Like, right here, where like Saitama pretty much tells him like guys, like, give me a break with things like become my disciple, be my rival, and stuff like that. I don't really want to teach or learn or compete or anything. Like he just wants to do his own thing. Like, he just wants to play video games with King. He wants to eat food and just read manga all day. He's like a regular 25-year-old, right? Like he just wants to chill. But like individually, Genos, Flashy Flash, and Sonic take this as like, does Master in becoming my disciple, does he? And then Sonic says, as my fatal rival, does he lack confidence? Like they think that he's losing confidence in himself or something. That's why he thinks he's. They think that he's trying to say that he's like not good enough to pique their interest or whatever, which is obviously not the case. That's not what he was trying to get, the point he was trying to get across. But like, funnily enough, they like try giving him a little pep talk, like individually, like, nah, man, don't be so down on yourself, Saitama. It's all right, Master. I learn from you every second, Master. You're the personification of potential. Have confidence. Like it's a little heartwarming because like they actually like Saitama, it seems like, but like at the same time it's kind of funny because like they just don't get it. It seems like King's like the only guy that actually gets him. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't like try to ask for too much. He doesn't expect too much from him. He just like accepts him as he is. If that makes sense. Yeah, it was a really funny chapter. I really enjoyed this one for sure. Let's see. So the Neo Heroes arc is on hold. I wouldn't say it's on. So this is the thing with the Neo Heroes arc, Tomic. Like, I don't think it's on hold. It's kind of like with the Monster Association arc, where like the build up is kind of happening behind the scenes, right? Like, it's so. Without spoiling anything, the best way I can kind of describe the Neo Heroes arc at this point, or like just in general, is that the Neo Heroes arc is like the Monster Association arc, where it's like the big, like overarching arc overall, you know what I mean? And there's like a bunch of these like little smaller arcs that are building up to it, or kind of like, happening as like other stuff happens behind the scenes. Like think of the Super Fight tournament, right? Or like what's another? Or like the Garo stuff, where like Garo's fighting all these heroes and like making a name for himself as a hero hunter. But the Monster Association stuff is still happening in the background. Think of it that way. So the Neo Hero, you're probably like in the next chapter, for example, there is a chance that we might cut away to like further build on the Neo Hero stuff, but it's still going to be happening. Don't think it's on like complete hold or anything. Because all this stuff kind of does tie into that. So to think of it as like it's not the main focus, but it's still in the background, kind of building up, if that makes sense. Please, thank you, and sorry. What's up, Boop Lord? I don't know. You shouldn't be sorry about anything. I don't think you did anything, but thanks for the thank you. Appreciate you being here. Olji Walid. How the heck did the Wind and Fire Ninja come back? Oh, it's actually a good thing that you pointed that out, because some people don't remember that. Exactly how they came back is like, for one, the chapter they came back was redrawn and rewritten like 20 freaking times. Like just straight up, like it was the fight between Child Emperor and Phoenix Man. And if you didn't watch my chapter review, I pointed out kind of the exact moment where it happens. But here, let me see if I can pull the chapter up. I think it's like right over here somewhere. Tears of Regret. Can't wait. Heat up. Light. I think it's chapter 100. Yeah, it is. It is chapter 100. So Phoenix Man uses his ability where he can pretty much bring people back as zombies, which is it was way more broken in the. I mean, if you watch my Phoenix Man video on my channel, it was way more broken than it was in the retcon version. Like in the version that you see now, it's still pretty broken, but it's not as strong as it was before, because like they can have like their abilities and stuff as zombies. Here they're more just like mindless zombies, you know what I mean? But I think one of the zombies, because Flashy Flash bisects them, right? He cuts them in half, and they're assumed to be dead. And essentially what ends up happening is that, like, I don't know if it got retconned or anything, but I think when Phoenix Man used his revival ability, it brought them back as zombies. But after this, here it is. Yeah, Child Emperor uses an attack called the Gigavolt Smash, right? And if you see here in the top right corner, you might not be able to see it because of my head, but here, let me move No, whoops. If you see in the top right corner, I don't think I can zoom in, or I mean, I'm not even gonna try to because I'm not good with computer stuff. But you see that like the bodies of Hellfire and Galewind get kind of like electrified, right? And that kind of brings them back in a way. It makes it to where they're alive again. It kind of like, think of it like kind of like reanimation, like on some Frankenstein type shit. But that's kind of what happens, or presumed to be what happens. And then we see them a little later, I think, where like they try to attack Child Emperor, Saitama knocks them out, and they end up getting away or something. So that's the short rundown of why I think they're alive, or why it's assumed that they're alive. So I guess that's kind of a long-winded way to answer your question, actually. But I know that is Blast 100%. Yeah, I mean, it probably is Blast at the end of the chapter, but you know, who the hell knows? Anything can happen, right? It's happening for now. It is the ninja arc. Yeah, Andrea, I agree. The Ninja Village arc is in full swing. It's in full swing with Sonic meeting Flashy Flash. That's kind of like the kickoff for everything, right? Let's see here. Wait, am I like... Did I skip a bunch of comments? I hope I didn't. Nothing really shown that Blast is stronger than Cosmic Fear Garo, except if you count him stopping Serious Punch. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Blast versus Garo, like, Blast is more so worried about, like, getting him away from Earth, so, like, we really didn't see what he's actually capable of, so that fight isn't a good indication of how strong Blast is. At least I don't think so. Blast remembering Saitama versus Garo fight would be cool. Yeah, Infinite. That's my hope, man. That really is. That's my hope that he does remember. That's Blast's identical twin. Yeah, Sliv. It could be. That'd be funny. Let's see. Power of Poo Poo. Yeah, Shiny. I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds like a pretty interesting power. Power of Poo Poo. It took a serious. Okay. Jonathan Simba. Oh yeah, Blast actually caused a lot of trouble for the Ninja Village in the webcomic. Blast must have found out about the cube, which then led to fight. I mean, that in context of the manga, kind of putting all the webcomic stuff aside, let's just assume the webcomic never existed for a second. It does make sense that Blast is here now because, according to Flashy Flash's flashback, we now know that there was a God Cube there, right? Do I not have a picture of the goddamn cube? Whatever. There was a God Cube in his flashback, which is super, super interesting. So that means that's a perfect reason for Blast to be here, because that means that that he either got the cube already or he's going to get the cube. Or, you know, he might team up. Who knows? Maybe Blast like ends up teaming up with them in this, like, and it's different than the webcomic. Who knows? But it makes sense why he got injected where he did. You know what I mean? Let's see. Is it okay to say something about the webcomic? Yeah, I mean, whoever's in here, like, just view at your own discretion. Like, there are going to be, like, some minor webcomic spoilers in here. I'm going to try to keep it as spoiler-free as I can. You know, people in the comments, you could say what you want, though. You know, you're here watching the live stream on just to hang out. You can say whatever the hell you want, and if people get bummed out about the spoiler stuff, then I'm sorry, you know. Everybody enjoys stuff at the way they want to, right? So yeah, I guess just don't go crazy with the spoiler stuff. I guess that's my one thing. Is One Punch Man your favorite manga? If not, what is your favorite manga? Just Pradion. One Punch Man is definitely up there. It's in my top 3 manga. My favorite manga of all time, I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to really think about that. Berserk is definitely in my top 3 too. So it'd be like Berserk, One Punch Man, and like, I don't know, man. Like, Chainsaw Man is a competitor in there, but I don't think it would be number 1. Like, I don't know if I have a number 1 favorite manga of all time, but like, there's definitely like a few competitors in there. But yeah, I love One Punch Man. I definitely love One Punch Man for sure. Let's see. How are Hellfire and Galewind? Oh, I already answered that question. All right, Aishalot. I hope you got your answer, Aishalot. Hey, man, you should check out a YouTuber called Grim Reaper. He does One Punch Man podcast and chapter reactions. He's a cool guy. Yeah, I'll check him out. Why not? I'll check them out after we're done here. I just gotta remember to do that. I'm gonna read the chat as soon as I'm done here. Ask Galette. So yeah, I'll check them out. I always love new One Punch Man content creators, or at least new to me, right? Mike Yoho, right? Ask Galette. Oh, from Vinland Saga. Okay. Saitama Death Punch solos. Yeah, that Death Punch, man. It's weird that Death Punch comes into play like sometimes. Like, is that real or what? Ninja Arc, let's go. Hey, what's up, Stu? My admin in my Discord to the stars. Hey, a lot of people from the Discord today. Maybe I should start streaming around this time more often. Yeah. But yeah, no. The season 3 is a myth. Yeah, honestly, man. At this point, it is becoming a little bit of a myth because we haven't seen shit. Nothing has came of it, you know. Can you review Cosmic Garo Terra 3 fan manga? Terra 3 fan manga. Pacindo. I've never heard of that. Hey, hop in my Discord, Pacindo, if you have one, and remind me to do that, because I am interested in reading this. It seems kind of cool. But Garo Terra 3 is high outer to boundless. Damn, so you guys are liking it, huh? You guys like the Garo Terra 3. If it comes out next year, that is, yeah, season 3 should come out next year. Yeah, look, optimistically, season 3 of One Punch Man should come out like the end of next year. At least that's what I think. Pessimistically, probably in 2 years, which would really suck. But at least we're gonna get it. You know what I mean? I just want some news, man. I'm willing to wait some more time if we at least get like a studio or like another key visual, even, or like, you know, God forbid a teaser trailer. You know what I mean? Like, we need something, dude. We need something, because it's been too much time. It really has. If it comes out, oh, okay, I already read that. What's up? Hey, what's up, Kuntal Patel? What's up, man? Appreciate you hopping in. In each one of the streams. David Patrick, Garo Terra 3 is a high outer boundless. Okay. Is Ninja Village arc like revenge story for Flashy Flash from Aishalot? I guess you can look at that. You can look at it that way. It seems like, from what Hellfire and Gale Wind, said, Flashy Flash didn't leave the village on good terms. Like, he pretty much wiped people out and dipped out of there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if anything, this is probably going to be like a Flashy Flash backstory or something, and you know, he kind of has like a good character arc here, kind of like Tatsumaki, where she had her flashback with Blast, you know, and we kind of got a good idea of why Tatsumaki is the way that she is, right? I think it's going to be something similar for Flashy Flash here, or at least I hope so, because Flashy Flash is a great character. I want, you know, more screen time for him. I'll never complain about, right? Is Blast universal level or galaxy level? I'm not too big on the power scaling stuff, but my guess, since he can like travel in between and bend dimensions and stuff, I would guess at least universal, right? Like, I don't know if universal or galaxy. Wait, is galaxy level or universal level bigger? No, wait, galaxy level. No, universal level would be bigger, right? Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know, galaxy level. Let's just say galaxy level. Keep it safe. Why not? Hey, bro, can you hit the gritty and I'll donate? Dude, I cannot dance to save my life. So I appreciate the offer for donation, but I'm not ready to embarrass myself on stream quite yet. I'm still pretty new to showing my face here. So maybe someday soon. Ask me in a future stream. Maybe I will for you. But Sensei Zach Daniel, what's up, Zach Daniel? What's up, man? Damn, this skipped big time. Where can I read this chapter? Gaming World. So you can either hop in my Discord, and the chapter is linked there, or you can go on the One Punch Man Reddit, and they usually post it on there pretty like immediately. You know what I mean? So, not immediately, but like they're the first ones to post in English translation, so you can read it there. Would love to have you in my Discord server though, so we can all chat about it together, right? Everyone asked him Goku versus Saitama. All right, Usman, I'm not answering that one, man. I've actually answered it before. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say Saitama every time. You know what I mean? Like, what am I doing here? I'm not a One Punch Man reviewer if I don't say Saitama over Goku, but that's just my opinion, right? Zonin hates Grim. That's news to me. I've never heard of Grim before. I don't know why Zonin would hate Grim. Zonin seems like a pretty like low key guy that just, you know, does his own thing. Doesn't seem like he really hates or has any strong feelings towards anybody, or at least other YouTubers, as far as I know. As far as I've known him, I've only had a couple conversations with the guy, but seems like a cool dude. I don't know. Have you noticed that Rover / Pochi is still part of the Blizzard bunch, but a part-timer? Yeah, Lord Agent, he is a part. It's funny, but like you saw that in the beginning of the chapter, he has like a new fresh coat, and like he never eats any of the dog food that's left out for him now because he gets like that premium beef from Fubuki. So yeah, I guess it's still canon. He's still technically a member of the Blizzard group, technically the strongest member because, I mean, he was a dragon level monster. Like maybe not so much now, but he was. There you go. Uzman, I gave you your response, so I'm hoping that satisfied you. I'm from Discord too. All right, Shala, yeah, appreciate you in there. Let's see. Saitama wins, of course. I know you would say that, Pichuis. Jonathan Simba, I don't think the death punch is an actual move. People just think they're gonna die when they see the punch. Most of the Saitama's power moves are usually called out. That's a good point. That is a good point. I'll give you that. Saitama breaking the fourth wall. This chapter was insanely funny and crazy. Yeah, that was probably like one of the funnier moments of the chapter. I was not expecting it. I know when the English translations came out, that's when I actually like read that part. You know, when I do reviews, the way I can do them so fast is like I have to piece together different translations like from various sources and stuff. So, and a lot of it's from the webcomic too, because a lot of it kind of translates. But yeah, appreciate your reviews, bro. Good stuff and super early. Hey, appreciate you, Elijah. Yeah, man, I try to be as early as I can for you guys. Because I know you guys want that chapter review as soon as the chapter drops. I know I did before I was a YouTuber. So that's kind of like some of my big motivation for being a YouTuber in general, right? Being able to share this kind of stuff with you guys and get excited with you guys about this kind of stuff. But here, yeah, getting back to like the final thoughts in the chapter. I'm not hopping off stream yet or anything, but kind of like my final thoughts on this chapter. It was a great chapter, great action. Sure, some people say that like the fight at the beginning with Flashy Flash and Saitama like wasn't as drawn out as maybe some people would have wanted, but I think at the end of the day, like, it served its purpose. It was cool. It looked good. Murata nails every single fight that Flashy Flash is in particular. And we got some kind of, you know, satisfying mini battle. We got the reintroduction of Sonic, which is always welcomed. And it looks like we're going to be getting into some juicy God stuff with, like, the God Cubes, Blast now coming in the picture. So, like, we have a lot to look forward to. And on top of that, there was some good comedy in this chapter. Like, for example, when Flashy Flash is about to fight like the monsters or whatever. When after he has his flashback, he points to Saitama and he's like, "It's the disciple's duty to brush off the sparks that fall off the master, Saitama. Go." So he's still like under the illusion that Saitama is his disciple or something, which I think is pretty funny. I don't know, but this whole internet surfers thing like is pretty funny too. Like the fact that they're monsters because they were bullied so much online. Like it's kind of sad, but it's also kind of funny. And it's also funny, like, their responses to Sonic, like, because Sonic is like, do what you guys want, you know, I don't care what you guys do. I'm waiting for Saitama, but they're like, no, like, you're lying, you're gonna record us on video and put it online for us to get made fun of. Like, super insecure. Even as monsters, like, even as demon level monsters, they're still super insecure, which I think is pretty funny. But yeah, no, I think if I were to give this chapter, like, out of 100, because I can't do out of 10, or else every chapter would be like a 9 or 10 out of 10. This one was honestly, without like taking every single chapter of One Punch Man into consideration, I give it like a solid 8.5, just because of the new content it brought in, the action, the comedy, the lore building. Like it gives everything that you want in a One Punch Man chapter. You know what I mean? You leave pretty satisfied from this one. What do you guys think though? Let me know. Give your rating, everybody that's in here. Give your rating out of 100. I said 8.5. An 85 out of 100. Give me a rating out of 10. You can use the point system or 8 point whatever. In the comments below, let me know what you think. Rate this chapter for me if you've already read it. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Maybe I'm on an island here. Who knows? I'd welcome JC Staff back with open arms at this point. I don't know about that one, Tomic. I don't know. I think I'd rather wait another year. If that means not getting that studio again. I mean, they did the best they could, but this wasn't good enough. But whatever. Do you think Blue is Blast is real son? Oh, okay. So Pichuis, to give you a quick answer, again, not getting too much spoiler stuff. Yes, I do think so. Just short answer there. If you want to continue the conversation, let hop in the Discord. Screw it. I could talk with you more about that later. But yeah, I do think so. I think that is his son. Am I Mexican? Who knows? No, yeah, I am. I am Mexican. Wisdom, Menezes? I don't know how to say your last name, but I am of Mexican origin. I mean, you could obviously tell from the black hair and the mustache, right? Why did Murata change Cosmic Garo? He is not the author or writer, am I right? I'm assuming, like, Uzman, I'm assuming any changes that happen in the manga are either first thought up by one or they're approved by one. Because, again, like you said, it is his story. So Murata just can't throw stuff in that he feels like is cool if one doesn't like it, right? Like, I feel like on top of, like, making the art better and, like, just retelling the story, the manga's purpose is also to kind of build off of the webcomic and maybe, like, give one ways to improve the story as he sees fit. Because we got to remember that, like, the webcomic started off as kind of like a hobby for one. You know what I mean? Just like heroing is a hobby for Saitama. Like, he did it for fun. He didn't, like, think it would become what it is now. But he still enjoys doing it. And of course, like, now that he has Murata to draw it in, like, this with amazing art, he's gonna be able to tweak it the way that he wants to, or maybe add some stuff that he wish he did in the original version. So yeah, I think every change you see in the manga is run by or thought up by one. Let's see. LMFAO, Cosmic Fear Garo was approved by one. Yeah, that's just like I said, Norms. I think it was approved by one. If anything, it was probably one's idea, is my guess. Lost Toby. Will there be a fight between Ninja Leader and Blast, but it has shown in the webcomic that Ninja Leader fought Blast after... Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. Maybe. That would be... I would love that, man. I would love that if we got, like, a flashback with Blast fighting, like, a super, super strong opponent. That would be sick. So I hope so. We don't know exactly if it was Murata idea. Okay, I'm still talking about the same thing. The Stalker trio being a pain in the sack for One Punch Man. Yeah, straight up, Arroyo. Yeah, that's like their main three. Stalker trio is here. Let me pull it up again. I can't get enough of this panel, honestly. Right here of Sonic, Flash, and Genos. Super funny. Love it. But nonetheless, one approved. Yeah, okay. Yo, I'm back. What's up, Samuel? What's up, my man? Oh yeah, you were here for the last one, but like the internet kept cutting out like crazy, right? I'm sorry for that, but the internet's good now. My internet got fixed. Don't got to use the hotspot anymore. So hopefully you guys can see me nice and clear. Yeah, I saw someone on Twitter say that he did. Oh, okay. In 3 panels, but I didn't believe it. No, literally they found Monaco in 3 panels. That's like the funny thing. And then I read the. Man, these comments are jumping. Hey, appreciate you guys in the comments, man. Honestly, I love seeing an active comment section, seeing your guys' thoughts, what you thought about this chapter. It was a super fun chapter, so I'm glad you're all here talking about it with me, because there's a lot of exciting stuff to go over here. Let's see, before I lose my place. Genos says trash talking this chapter was so funny. Can you please read those once again? Yeah, sure, H-Salot. Wait, which trash talking are we talking about here? Let's see. Let's expand this a little bit. So, again, I always try to avoid copyright with this stuff because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm showing a chapter, so, like, some risky business with that. So, Janos' trash talk. Let's see. Which panel are we talking about here? Are you talking about the previous chapter? Because I feel like he does a lot more trash talk in this one. Oh, yeah, what's the meaning of this? Do you know this sorry excuse of a ninja? Janos calling Sonic a sorry excuse of a ninja. Don't try to order me and Master around. Let's see. Who are you? Yeah, I guess though, don't see much trash talking here. So sorry, I couldn't deliver for you on this one. H-a-lot, but yeah, no, the comedy, the trash talk from the trash talk from what's his name, from Janos is definitely pretty welcomed always. Let's see here. We don't know exactly if the... Oh, yeah. Man, I keep, like, falling off with these comments, guys. Appreciate all the comments, man. Hell yeah. I already see one is going to do with Saitama's power since he already... Whoa, new member? Norms, bro. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Norms, bro. Thanks for becoming a channel member. You are number 6. I appreciate you very much. Now you get to use the sweet emojis in the comment section here. So yeah, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you. Really do. Let's see. Where do you read the One Punch Man manga? So you can check the One Punch Man Reddit. That's where it usually goes up, like the English version, pretty quickly. In my Discord server, which I linked like a little bit farther up in the chat. I'll drop the link again. Why not? It's always every time I see it, I upload it there as soon as I see it. So you can not only read the chapter pretty quickly, you can also discuss it with other people in the Discord server. So if that's something you're excited about, then if that seems exciting to you, then go for it. Let's see. Do a Saitama since he already breaking the fourth wall or something. Yeah. And then I read the oh, okay. What is the character? I swear, whenever I get on. Whenever I get on, you are streaming. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to stream a lot more often, so look out for more. I'm gonna stream later today, I think. Just because I missed my stream yesterday because my internet was so shitty, I'm gonna try to do 2 streams today. We'll figure out the topic later, but you know, whatever. Watching it at 12 a.m. in India. Hey, appreciate you, Raj. Watching at 12 a.m. man. Get a good night's sleep once you get off. Where are you from? I'm from the United States, Raj. From the center of the United States. I'm from the most boring part of the United States, to be honest. The Midwest. So Raj says that this chapter was a 9. Lord Agent says that this chapter was an 8.5. Samuel says that this chapter was an 8. Wisdom, 8.8. We got 8.9, 889, 82, 8. Yeah, so you got Dave. Oh, Davin Patrick, 15 out of 10. All right. So it seems like you guys enjoyed this chapter. I did too, honestly. I really did. But yeah, it was a great chapter, guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it too. Do you speak Spanish fluently? I kind of do. Honestly, like, if you give it a percentage, I'm probably like at 80%. There's like a good amount of stuff that I don't notice, or I mean that I can't say well. Don't ask me to speak Spanish on stream because it'll make me too nervous. I'll mess up too much. But I'll see you, Raj, man. Sorry that I didn't get to say goodbye to you before you left. But peace out, man. Have a good one. Cosmic Garo gave me chills with all due respect. Yeah, man. When he came in, that guy was sick. That guy was definitely sick. I think so. One Punch Man will end soon. Webcomic is not continuing. Almost a year has passed. Actually, Usman, the One Punch Man webcomic has returned. Like, I think this year we got like 6 new webcomic chapters, I think, or like 5 of them. So I don't think the webcomic's done. I thought the webcomic was done before we got the new chapter, so I would have agreed with you a couple months ago, but we actually have some new webcomic chapters. I think one wants to actually wrap it up, which is nice. The Eternal Superhero Hater. Your least favorite fight from Monster Association arc. Mine is Garo and MB versus Sage Centipede fight. Felt like filler. I guess I get that. But I would say my least favorite fight is probably... I don't know. That's a good question. I would probably say... Oh, man, that's tough. More than likely, my least favorite fight is probably Purry Purry Prisoners with Neon, or with that like elephant guy. Because it was like short, it's kind of like whatever. I don't know. I wasn't too impressed by it. It was the abilities were kind of cool, but it was overall like not that great of a chapter. I mean, not that great of a fight to me. I know it's kind of a minor fight, but all the other ones I really liked, to be honest. It's once okay. Let's see. One first. So if you're thinking that Murata just putting his ideas in the manga, then you're wrong. I mean, Loki, it's I wouldn't blame anybody for assuming that because there has been some dramatic changes with the manga. Like I really do think that there's parts of the manga where like it's like Murata's idea. Like for example, like you can kind of tell Murata's sense of humor sometimes. Like sometimes when things get a little horny, you know what I mean? Like when what's his name, Armored Gorilla, like gave that injection to Mosquito Girl like in the butt. I feel like that's kind of like a Murata edition, to be honest. And like when Saitama surfed like that aircraft carrier in the Monster Association arc, I feel like that was kind of like some Murata humor in there. So I honestly do think that he does have his input to a certain extent. Saitama is Deadpool of manga industry. Yeah, he pretty much is. Who do you think's going to win in Death Battle, Makima or Gojo? Oh, I didn't see that Death Battle. That's cool. I don't know if it came out yet. I'm going to assume Gojo. I'm from Morocco. I do really appreciate your videos. Hey, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Thami, or Thami, I'm sorry. Or if I pronounce it wrong. But I appreciate you hopping in the stream. I really do. Now, the strongest man is in the series who gets mad from winning too easy and they think he lacks confidence. Yeah, right? Let's see. Midwest is pretty boring. I'm sorry for you. Yeah, it is, man. It really is. So you know my pain. You really do. If you view Blast as a character, what do you think of him as more mysterious or rather so secretive? I mean, really, I guess kind of explain when Sitch talks about him, right? Like when Sitch talks about him, let's see what chapter it's in. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's like in the 180s, right? When Blast gets kind of gets explained. Unascertained. Is that the one? No, that is not the chapter. Witnesses. Nope, not witnesses. Yeah, like Sitch kind of explains why Blast is so secretive in the first place. Oh, here it is. And pretty much like here, let me read verbatim what he says. So yeah, Blast says here. Let me pull this panel off a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So essentially, Sitch says that Blast refused the transaction of power and pitted himself against God. At that point in time, the association couldn't, or whatever. So that's not okay. Realizing that it would. So for starters, not a single one of our sensors was able to detect it. Realizing that it would be safer, if only by a small amount, if the other heroes and employees were unaware of the existence of God, Blast made it seem like he disappeared without giving so much as a reason in order to protect everyone. Well, if I had reported the actual situation to my superiors at the time, they would have probably just taken it as an excuse to avoid responsibility for letting the centipede escape anyway. But yeah, anyways. Pretty much like Blast is super secretive, and I mean, this is according to Sitch, because we still really don't know what Blast's deal is, but according to Sitch, the reason he kind of works behind the scenes the way that he does is because Blast is just trying to protect everyone, like doing the generic hero thing. Like, the less they know, the less danger that they're in, pretty much. Hola de Colombia. What's up, man? What's up, Arroyo? Appreciate you from Colombia. He read out my name. Of course, Davin Patrick, if you make a comment that I see, of course, I'm gonna shout you out. If you may ask a good question, I'll shout you out. What supporters still get ads? YouTube needs to step up their streaming game. Honestly, man, Norms, bro, now that you bring it up, I honestly keep forgetting, but like I'm gonna try to see if I can get rid of like the ads for the live streams, because I think that's kind of lame that there's even ads in live streams. That's stupid, in my opinion. Erotica is I don't know about that one. Sleepless. Let's see here. Yo, the Shade on Sage versus Garo and Metal Bad. That fight was cool. The fight was cool. I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but it also wasn't my least favorite. It was a decent fight. that one was decent for me. I liked the vibrating ability. Yeah, the resonance or whatever. That was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Is S-Class who the most potential besides Gen... Oh, in S-Class, who has the most potential besides Genos? That's a tough question. Technically, Hero's like Metal Bat, right? Because they get stronger as they get ramped up. You know what I mean? So he has a ton of potential. Then again, Flashy Flash, because we saw him literally take out 2 dragon-level monsters at the same time. And most of the S-Class can't do that. But aside from that, I'll give the easy answer, Watchdog Man, because we still haven't seen him do shit. So he technically has the most potential and the most, to potentially offer out of heroes that we really haven't seen much of. Let's see, that's fair. Or chapter. Oh, yes. The Espers got better in the manga while webcomic is okay. Yeah, in the webcomic, there isn't a whole lot of elaboration on Espers, to be honest. Which kind of sucks, because Espers are a pretty important part to the story in general. But I'm glad in the manga, with like the Apollo stuff and the Invisible Hand, there's a lot more Espers involved. There are a lot more Esper shenanigans involved in the story, which is pretty sweet. I'm gonna head out, man. Thank you for a good time. I'll continue to stop by. Hey, appreciate you, Norms, bro. Thanks again for becoming a channel member. I'm on the road to 10 channel members. We'll see if I can get there sometime soon. I don't know, but I appreciate you joining. Appreciate you hopping in the live stream. I'll see you later. Let's see what else you guys got to say. Is Murata allowed to add some of his ideas in the manga? Uzman, I think he is, man. I think he does. He runs it by one, and then one's like, yeah, sure, or like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. But yeah, I think he does. Will Blast ask Saitama to leave the room for not being in the S-Class? Will Forlocks in the Face delusion make him introduce Saitama as his disciple to Blast, ruining Saitama's image? Yeah, I could see that, Arroyo. I really could. And like I said at the beginning of the live stream, or like earlier in the live stream, there is a chance that Blast like doesn't remember Saitama from the alternate timeline. A pretty good chance, actually. And he pretty much doesn't want to talk to him because he's like, what is someone that's not an S-Class hero doing here, But anything could happen. We'll see. We'll see in a few weeks. Agree. I was just saying Murata has to be okay. Next update. There is more info in the webcomic. Nobody knows. I gotta go for real now. See, hey, use the Moomin Rider emoji. See, that's one of the many cool emojis you get when you're a channel member. But Pig God has some crazy secret abilities as well. Then there's Watchdog Man. Yeah, of course, man. If Blast and Cosmic Garo team up on Saitama, do you think they could win? It would be a fun fight. It would be a cool fight. But Saitama ain't never losing, man. Saitama's never gonna lose. And one has said that himself. He's never gonna lose. So yeah, I guess that's the easy answer for that one. But it would be a really fun fight. It'd be a super fun fight. Who's the next big villain? Pacindo, I don't want to spoil anything from the webcomic, to be honest. But, seeing the trajectory of this arc, like, you see the ninja leader, you see the ninja village, and, like, Blast is showing up now. There's obviously some kind of big bad coming up that's, like, ninja-related, right? So, yeah, there is going to be a big bad this arc, and it's going to be, like, some sort of ninja, probably. Let's see. Vermeil, no. Blast confidential information of God parallels. One confidential information about release chapter of webcomic version. Yeah, straight up. Yes, bro. Imagine Shadow Ring Ninja Master and Sonic's mom, and she is a ninja waifu in her 40s. That'd be a twist, right? Do you think the art is worse now or not? Personally, I like it, but I think I often saw someone complain about the art. I don't want to say there was a video that I saw on the art from the One Punch Man manga lately, or a post on Reddit or something. But I have seen people talk about the art kind of taking a hit, which, I mean, look, if you compare certain scenes with other scenes, like, yeah, maybe the art isn't like Murata can't keep up that same S level art that he does, like, in these crazy fights, or like in the peak moments of the Monster Association arc, right? The dude has to rest, and the dude has to kind of, like, tone it back a little bit when he's doing, like, 30, 40-page chapters, right? So sure, the art is going to not be as great as it is in other panels. Like that's just the nature of being a mangaka. Like you can't keep the you can't keep the A tier quality as consistently as you would want to. But I mean, Murata does a pretty good job at it. But overall, I don't think the art's taking a hit in the manga. Sure, certain chapters that aren't super important to the plot or like super exciting. Maybe the art quality is a little lower because like, you know, Murata's knocking it back a few notches for this one, resting up for like a bigger chapter. But I think overall the quality hasn't taken a hit at all. So yeah, that's my opinion though. Next big villain in the Neo Heroes arc in McCoy. Oh yeah. Yeah, once we get back to the Neo Hero stuff, we'll have some other big bads in there too. Did you see Cute watching Shining Hair Rover sleeping? Yeah, man, he was like his fur was shining. He was all like pleased from eating all that premium beef. I love Rover, man. I do. Yo, I gotta go. Nice streaming, and I'll try to hop in for the next one. See ya. All right, peace out, Samuel. See ya, man. You know, everybody that's here, I will be doing another stream later today. Like in 5 hours or something, 5 or 6 hours. I don't know what the topic is yet. You'll probably seen the title with the live. But yeah, hey, let's see. Remember, Murata is doing 2 weeks and not monthly manga. Yeah. Murata. I mean, for what Murata draws, because regular manga chapters are like 20 pages, right? Around that. And Murata, usually the chapters that Murata puts out every 2 weeks is around 40 pages. So he puts out technically a chapter a week if you broke it up. So I mean, with the quality that he does in his chapters, like, you know what I mean? Like he's keeping it pretty consistent. At least I would say so. But I don't know. That's just me. Remember Murata? Oh yeah, I already saw that. Yeah, I mean, so that pretty much covers my whole discussion on this chapter. I'm probably gonna end it here, guys. I'm gonna go to the gym, get a workout in, finish typing up a video. I'm doing a Takaba video from JJK. I'm typing that one up. So if you're a JJK fan, look forward to that one. But Saitama versus Blast coming. Yeah, one Beyond All maybe. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys hopping in the stream. Thank you so much, Norms, bro, for becoming a channel member. You know, any amount of donations and memberships from, you know, members joining from you guys is greatly appreciated. Helps support the channel a ton. That way I don't have to do a ton of sponsored content. I try to keep that to a minimum. Why did Blast talk so normally from Butterfly accent? Oh yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Maybe he was just talking to himself, Arroyo. Not sure. You're going to the gym to... yeah, right. Where's Crab Lante? Hey, mate, Crabman, Crab Lante, if you become a channel member, you get to have the Crab Lante emoji next to your name for a month. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys hopping in the stream. Everybody that's in here, you know, pretty consistently. Love all you guys. I'll let you guys know what the topic of the next stream is going to be. Join my Discord server so you know the schedule for it. For the last time, I'll drop the Discord server link, so you guys can join that if you're interested. But other than that, I'm gonna sign off, guys. I'll see you later. And again, I appreciate you all for hopping in. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.